Hey guys, let's talk about how to make sure that your subscribers for your sporting goods store remain engaged and excited to get your emails. So yeah, let's get into it. So my first tip for you today is, maybe the biggest tip is, when you are emailing your customers, don't just list out your sporting goods products. Try to connect emotionally. And the best way to do this is to tell stories. Tell stories about customers that use your product, and having a great experience will inspire future customers. You want to tell stories about you and your experience with your sport. You also want to tell stories of great athletes from the past or athletes currently that are in basketball or tennis, whatever your sport is, and what they're up to, and then kind of tie that back to your product. So you want to create an emotional connection. And the best example that I can think of who does this really, really well is Nike. So if you look at any of Nike's ads, it's never just like, here's a shoe. It's always like, here's an athlete, here's what they're trying to accomplish, and oh yeah, they're using Nike. Or here's an everyday athlete looking to challenge themselves, and here's who they want to become, and they're using Nike. And that's really the tactic you want to take. If you can inspire your customer, they'll be grateful and they will identify and they'll want to keep being a part of it. The other thing to do is educate. Tell them how they can get better, how they can, just little tips and links to videos. You don't have to create them, you can just curate them, of how to get better at their sport, and they will appreciate it. So the more you can share with them, the more to educate and inspire them and create that emotional connection, the more they will really want to keep opening your emails and look forward to getting them. On a related note, just more practically, my second tip for you is to create a playbook. So create a playbook of all the different reasons you might want to email your customer. And so to get you started on that, I am going to give you a few broad categories and what goes in those categories. So there are 5 categories that we know for why to email people: product, promotion, referrals, relationship, and education. And so I'm going to go through those real quick. So reasons you can email people about your product: whenever you have a product launch, whenever you have stock updates, either going into stock or going out of stock, hey, get it fast before it leaves, or when you want to talk about features of a specific product, like, hey, this new tennis racket is coming out, this is what makes it great. So that's product. The second reason you can email your customers is you're doing a promotion. So a promotion could be for a specific product, the benefits and discounts for a limited time. It could be a promotion with a partner. It could be a holiday sale, an inventory clearance. Every month in the year, we'll have new holidays and sort of new reasons to do some sort of promotion. The next category is loyalty. So loyalty is what you do to keep people coming back, and you engage them by saying, hey, do you want to join our VIP program? Do you want to become a brand ambassador and get a referral every time you mention our brand on social media? That's another reason to email your customers. The next part is talking about the relationship, and that's what I was talking about earlier with education and stories. So you really want to push people to follow you on social, and then share back the content that you get on social. Say, hey, come follow us on Instagram, share your picture, share your story with this hashtag, and then feed that back into your email channels to keep engaging with people. And then the last category is, as I mentioned, education, how they can get better, how they can improve, tie in everyday tips and what the best athletes are doing in the sport and how they improve. And my last bonus tip is look at what the competition is doing. So if you go to the sites EmailTuna or Milled, MILLED.com, you can look what other sporting goods companies are putting out and see what their best practices are. Okay, so those are some tips on how to keep your subscribers engaged and want to get their emails.